Hello, I am Chevy.
Madam.
This is our little cruddy YouTube channel, Alternative Wisdom, where we hope to bring you insights and knowledge that many other people will probably not elaborate on. The stuff that if you're alternative lifestyle, unhoused, whatever, that you probably might want to know. I've been doing a series called Cop Truths, and this one is number 3, I think. I want to talk about cop psychology and how to behave yourself in front of police officers.
Okay. I would definitely say that I struggle with that.
Don't throw yourself under the bus.
No, well, I get a bit of anxiety around them.
Most people do.
Whether or not I'm doing something wrong, and I end up speaking too quickly and seeming anxious, and that's...
So most people, I think, when you encounter a cop, unless you're really experienced or you're really, hardcore or whatever, you probably will be nervous. And this is what they look for. So cops, when they look for somebody, if they're a suspect or not, they look for if they seem anxious, nervous, in a hurry, or in some way or form, like as if they don't feel comfortable. Now, the best way to act when approached by a police officer, whether you are innocent or guilty, is stoic. You want to seem chill. When I am approached by an officer, the first thing I do is to the best of my ability, I instantly just mellow out and you focus and get present. Okay, and you get out of here.
Well, I was gonna say, what if that's hard for somebody,
Well, then they gotta fucking work on it.
Well, I'd say maybe tips on that, because honestly, especially if you're homeless or
So if you are a stereotype, a stigma that they will honestly target, we are honestly targeted a lot because we're unhoused. I'm targeted a lot because somehow, no matter what my status is or my housing situation, I am seen as an addict. No matter what I do, where I go, I can wear this hat or not, it doesn't matter. I'm just seen as an addict. So the first thing you got to do is you have to calm down. You have to talk slowly, deliberately, and carefully. You have to be as honest as possible without throwing yourself under the bus. Okay? You need to be straight up. And you also need to have self-respect. So I always go by 3 primary things. I'm not fucking hair here. Shit. I go by 3 primary things, right? I go by, first, am I being accused of committing a crime? Am I being detained? And am I free to go? Those are the 3 main things. Now, if you have done something wrong, you might want to lie about it if you need to. Because now I believe in honesty as a character, personality trait, as a moral value. But that does not apply to cops.
No, I think when you're homeless, especially, you know that you're going to be more targeted, more discriminated against, and especially if you've had past experiences or arrests. The minute you see one, it can have this pang of anxiety. It kind of makes like for me, my mind's racing. Like, am I doing? Did I do anything wrong? Is there? And I'm fishing around. Like, did I do something wrong?
So you should know that in advance. You should already know immediately, prior to this, if you have done something illegal or not. And that's when a basic rudimentary knowledge of the law applies. Like, like right now, so if you are carrying a substance on you, for example, that's illegal, but you haven't done anything illegal. And remember, it is not illegal to be fucking high.
That one is actually one that's a problem for me. If I have a drug on me and then I see cops, I get
on bail or probation of alcohol.
Anxiety, panic reflex, where I'm just like, I gotta get away from them and hide.
Tell me about that time. You really complimented me that one time when they were doing probation check on me, searching out tent. There's booze in the tent, and what'd I do?
They were searching, and with complete flawless conviction, you said you're not going to find anything in there in such a way.
You're not going to find anything in there.
That they stopped searching and left it alone.
Basically, make yourself believe it. Convince yourself that you haven't done shit and you are innocent of everything. Okay? So, stoicism is number 1 because police officers will read you. They're going to read your eyes. They're going to read your body language. They're going to read, your where you're looking at. They're going to read
and ramble.
And they're going to read how you talk. And they're going to ask you certain questions. They're gonna do reverse psychology. It's the most simple psychology in the book, dude. Yeah. Listen, man, you just need to tell them the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't overshare.
My man's done. Don't overshare.
Don't overshare.
Yeah, you just say this and that. No.
You've done it. We all have.
Sure, maybe we have, but basically, you just want to keep it very short, sweet, and simple, man. You just want to say, sir, why am I being stopped if you're in a car? Or why am I being, stopped while walking? Or basically, have I done something wrong? Am I being accused of having done something wrong?
Now, and know your laws too, because sometimes they really they have the flimsiest of laws to stop you for it. We've been stopped a couple times for being on the wrong side of the road.
Most either vehicular or even pedestrian traffic laws, like the headlight shit, the lights in your car, walking. If you're, it basically is a pretext to stop you, based on a visual profiling, because they hope to then search you and find drugs on you or whatever, because there is a law such as, at least in the state of Maine, where if you are a pedestrian, you must be walking on the left side of the road unless there's a sidewalk. So we were stopped twice for this actually while I was on probation. Yeah. That's another thing. If you're on bail or probation, you're exceptionally fucking vulnerable.
I've been stopped just for wearing a leather jacket.
Yeah, visual profiling, right? Like, now you don't want to betray your character, who you are, and dress like a fucking yuppie or preppy.
No, I stood up for myself on that
avoid.
One. Oh, there's been some burglaries in the area. I'm like, dude, you're keeping me from getting to the shelter in time before curfew, and you're stopping me because I'm wearing a leather jacket.
I was in the Capitol. Is a higher crime rate there, and I'm in a public basketball court, secluded, right? I had just changed my clothes, and seconds later, 2 cops show up, and they say, "Hey, we heard you were asking for down." That's a slang term for heroin or fentanyl. I had not been actually, and I said no, and they said, "Well, are you sure?" He said, "It's okay." He said, "We're not going to judge. You can just tell us. You're asking around for it." They said, I said, no. And they said, well, we heard this guy wearing these camouflage shorts was doing that. And I said, well, that's ironic. I said, because I literally just changed my clothes about less than a minute before you walked in here. Sir, I was wearing blue shorts until 1 minute ago.
Good for you, because they'll try to gaslight you, right?
Yeah, cops can gaslight you. Stand up for yourself. A lot of, so many confessions that are coerced by police, false. They'll coerce them out of people. Yep, they want to confuse you. They want to find a person who seems weak. So self-respect and conviction. Stoicism, self-respect, conviction. Also just, knowing your truth, man. Maintain, who you are and respect, because if you stand there and you're adamant, you're just like, you're not going to convince me of this, or you're not going to accuse me of this. Remember, am I free to go? It's important because you can be taken advantage of, especially in the cities. Cops are a lot different in smaller towns, and whether or not you have a prior history or not. I'm a felon, so if they look at my record, they're going to want to try to find an excuse to search me. And yes, and you have the right to say, I don't consent to my possessions being searched. Now that they
recently, though, I feel like they've gone outside of the boundaries of what's acceptable.
Sure, is it illegal for you to search my bag? I don't care.
And he did anyways. And then me, I was not aware of that whatsoever. What had happened? And then they tried to grab my bag.
He did this. Thank God this was that one. But no, this guy started to panic, and you guys can stop because you got to know your rights. So basically, just always stay calm. Stay fucking calm. Don't say more than you need to. Question your, ability to leave, what you're being accused of.
Maybe record the encounter.
Yeah, fuck. That's something that I and you have talked about with now on.
Yeah, document your interactions.
Fuck, dude. I mean, I've seen some idiots on YouTube trying to over-exercise their rights, in their car. And
that's a little. Don't poke the bear, right?
Yeah, man. You just want to get out of there as soon as possible. I've been arrested a shitload of times. I'm never going back to jail again. I don't commit crimes anymore, and I'm never gonna be.
I think they went from respectful towards us when you were on probation, when they could, come after you, and they could stop you when they wanted, and then it changed when your probation ended. Now all of a sudden they talk to us with a lot of disrespect.
Oh yeah, cops have an ego too. if you like offend their ego, you outsmart them or something,
Oh, we have.
that they get irritated.
Sorry, local cops. We are
Just-
smarter than a number of them.
Sometimes silence is the best thing too. So I hope this isn't just a bunch of bullshit ramble by me, but I hope this helps some people. If you're unhoused, which this channel is predominantly aimed at,
Yeah. Exactly.
those who suffer from mental illness or substance use disorder, we are particularly vulnerable to the big 5-0. So you want to take care of yourself, man, because we are the statistics out there. Thank you, yourself. Thank you, Adam.
I love you.
Thank